Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen channel. I want to take a moment to welcome you back to the space for another reading. Today's reading is actually based off of a channeled message, something that was coming through on my virtual desk. I actually had like an article that came through on my device, and it was talking about the topic of jugging. So if this is something that you are not familiar with, I wasn't fully familiar with it either, but it was a mixture of things. It was something that came through kind of like as I was awakening this morning, then the article, and then just like some downloads. So the article was about, I think it was in Maryland or something. There's some issues with people doing a process called jugging, where a person will go to like an ATM inside of a bank or outside of a bank, and someone is actually watching them do this, but the other person doesn't know it. And so they go and get their money, and then the other person, maybe all you pulled out was $10, I don't know. The other person's assuming that you have some cash on you. And so they follow you to your next destination and rob you. They'll follow you home and rob you. They will approach your vehicle while you're getting things loaded up in your car and attempt to rob you. But basically they want to try and do it where they're off camera, where nobody can see their face, and also in a way where you are not expecting it. So I want you to keep that in mind as we go deeper into this reading today. So they want to do it in a way where it's not known that it's them, where they're off camera, and also they want to hit you at a time when you are not expecting it. Excuse me. But the overall goal is because they see that you have something and they don't have it, so they want to take it from you and utilize it to their benefit. That's really the theme here, okay? So now, where this ties in with the collective, I mean, there might be some people in the collective that have experienced jugging, or, you know, somebody trying to forcibly take something from them from, you know, via gunpoint or something like that. But that's not exactly where this information comes in today. So where it ties in today with the collective is there's this energy coming in about someone is having an experience, whether they are aware of it or not, where someone is following them or following what they're doing, and literally like it's something creative that they're doing, and another person or people are following them, and then they are taking the information, what the person is sharing, what they're doing, and basically stealing the concept and utilizing it like it's their own. That's the energy that's coming in. And whoever this is in collective or members of collective, this might be happening, you know, to multiple people. But whoever this is happening to may not be aware that that is what's happening. Basically, they're being plagiarized, and something is happening where someone else is taking the way that they do things, the way they speak, the way they comport themselves, maybe utilizing information that a collective member is able to access due to their gifts, skill sets, and abilities, and taking that information and using it in another platform or using it in another way, and basically stating that it's theirs. So basically it's a form of plagiarism. So the reason why jugging came up is because somebody is watching what you're doing. And remember those 2 points I mentioned. Someone doesn't want to be seen in the energy. They don't want you knowing it's them. But they also want to take something that belongs to you and utilize it for their benefit. And it's possible in this energy, it could be a person that doesn't have the same skill sets, gifts, and abilities that you do. And so instead of like picking a process or something that's in alignment with their gifts and abilities, because everybody has something that they do. Instead of doing that, they are they want to have whatever it is that collective has, and so they are intentionally going after information associated with those gifts and abilities and utilizing it as if they have it, but they really don't. It's not what they do. So there's something here too about like playing false in the energy, like trying to pretend that they are somebody they're not. So with that, I know it's kind of a deep topic today, and I was like, oh no, when it came across my virtual desk, but I got to give the message. So we're going to use some card decks today. I have a new one that I didn't even know I was going to have. I just went to my favorite metaphysical store and saw it and just fell in love with it. So we have the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power. So it's a deck and a guidebook. Some really nice like wisdom that is based in like Buddhist knowledge. And then I have the angel number deck, Woodland Wardens, and possibly clarifying life situations. I'm not trying to make the reading too long today. I just kind of want to get to the heart of what's going on. So, okay, I'm hearing we need to start with the clarifying life situation. So we're going to start there. So let's go on ahead and just welcome everybody into the space, get the energy cleared, and we're going to dive right into this message here, because there is definitely, without a better way to say it, there's a lot happening in the energy here today. So let's go on ahead and open this up. How are you guys doing today? Don't want to forget to ask you how your weekend was, how the start of your week is. I hope that it's going well for you. I hope it's calm and peaceful. There's in the energy, there's a lot of like emotional work coming up right now. Past experiences, past trauma, things that once they get triggered can create a lot of energy. You're being encouraged during this time period not to fight that energy work, but rather, you know, to like take time for yourself to like breathe and really process what's coming through, so that way you can heal from it. I'm also hearing that there's a lot in the energy too about like raising your vibration, and this is coming up in relation to another video that I will have launched by the time I launch this one, or will launch after it. But you know, if we have energies that are around us that are creating like, say, an energy where we're feeling like, I don't want to use the word attacked, but like somebody's sending really strong energy our way that's not positive. There's a message here, you know, honestly, Spirit is saying like, you know, I can keep saving you from this, or eventually we've got to raise our vibration high enough where these energies can't touch us at all. So if you are just sick and tired, annoyed, frustrated, just done with certain energies constantly being sent at you, and you are just over it to the point where you're just like, ah, you know, you're just done with it, that is your cue to raise your vibration. Because the only reason certain energies can even touch you at all or have any kind of effect is because there's like a bit of an opening there. So either, you know, there needs to be a cord cutting, there needs to be some general energy clearing work, and then also you're being encouraged to raise your vibration so that way these energies can't just keep touching you. And that's really going to be the solution for it, because in some of these cases where this energy is coming up, some of these individuals or situations that are sending this energy, they're not going to stop. They don't have anything else to do here, I guess, besides that. And so, once again, we can't control external things. The only thing we can control is our own energy. So you're really being encouraged strongly, for whoever this resonates with, raise your vibration. And we do that by engaging, and we might even need to self-care. Sorry, I switched topics real quick. We need to engage in self-care, but we might even need to change the way that we're engaging with self-care. So maybe the way that we normally do it is enough for us to relax and feel like calm and regulated, but it's not what we need for what is happening presently in the energy. So you might need to look at your self-care regimen and make some shifts and changes. So I know I've done that recently, and it seems to be working really well for what I need now. So that might be something that you need to adapt. Yeah, I need to just do a video on it to help out in the collective. So maybe that'll be coming up soon. We'll see what happens. But just a little note on that. I'm going to ring my meditation bell now to continue opening the space up. So if you have any sound sensitivities, I would ask that you turn your volume on your device down now. Beautiful. Okay. So guys, welcome to the space. Once again, my name is Ora-gen. I am an energy reader. I do not need cards or devices to read the energy. I simply use those to connect with you and because they're super fun. So I want to welcome you to the space. Subscribers, new subscribers, whomever you are, new visitors to the channel, like, share, subscribe. Definitely this will help us to get the messages out there. These are very important messages at this time. So we are growing the channel and definitely appreciate all your assistance energetically with that work. I will use terms like masculine, feminine. This is not indicative of gender. This is just speaking to the energies present. All human beings, whether male or female, have masculine and feminine energy. So please apply the information and the roles where they fit. He could be a she could be a he. I'm also not giving out professional advice on law, medicine, mental health and wellness, business. If any of these topics come up in the reading, definitely I am recommending and suggesting that you speak with a professional, okay? This is not meant to be professional consultation. So with that being said, let's get into the Clarifying Life Situations deck and see what's going on with this like virtual jugging, because I'm picking up, even though this could be a person who's physically around you, more than likely this is a person you don't know. And this is a person who's watching or following you. So more than likely this is like a social media thing or a work thing. Might be somebody you've seen, but you don't really deal with them and hang with them. They just are noticing that you're very talented, very skilled at what you do, and they're enamored by it. Unfortunately, when people admire someone or are enamored by someone, sometimes the energy makes a sharp left instead of like a right or whatever, and it gets a little weird and people start doing things because they want to be more like that person or take on aspects or traits like that person. Instead of just sitting down and talking with them about how they did what they did, they just start mimicking the energy, and this can get kind of weird. In this case, it's pretty extreme though. What's coming across my virtual desk is that they've actually stolen ideas or concepts, and they are actively utilizing these as if they are their own. So let's open up the Clarifying Life Situations deck. And this one does not have a guidebook. This one is just, you know, information on different topics. Just asking that the energy be cleared and the space be opened up. Any vibrational entities, energies, anything not associated with the 5D work and associated with source must leave. And my spirit team and energies that are helpful for what we need to understand here and communicating messages to the collective might remain. Offering this in the greatest spirit of love and light and thankfulness and gratitude, and so it is. Just clearing and opening the space a little bit today, guys. And let's get into this and see what in the world is going on here. I was like jugging. Something happened to my music. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get the music going again. And that's confirmation. The music never just stops like that. That's so weird. Not shocking. All right. Hopefully the volume of the music is good. And per usual, guys, the decks are shuffled and charged, but I always like to just give them a little shuffle on camera for those of you that are new here. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is so weird. Hidden keys. Look at, see that puzzle? There's a piece missing. It says, put things together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture. Yeah, so this is a part of the puzzle. There's more going on here. I'm going to just leave that there so you guys can see that energy there. Some kind of puzzle, something that you're figuring out or will need to figure out about this situation, understand like why this is happening or who these people are or who this person is. Whoever is lying energetically about who they are. Yeah, fresh ideas. Stay open-minded, inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark creative solution. This person doesn't have fresh ideas. You do. This is why they're drawn to what you're doing. They love your intuition, your creativity, your connection. They're drawn to it. Okay. Let's see what else is here. Oops, did something flip? Looks like something did flip. Let's see. Yeah, Grove of Unity. Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. So this is probably speaks to a couple things. The work that you're doing is something that is supposed to help others and create an energy of interconnectivity. But also what I'm picking up from this card here, the very first words on it is bind energies. It's like somebody's trying to attach themselves to you. Almost like they're lying in the energy, trying to act like they're you. Why would somebody be doing that? That was very weird. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons people do things. It doesn't make it a good reason. Oops, oops. Well, we got some energy wants to come out, that's for sure. Let's see. A lot of energy. What is going on here? Oh, wow. Heart's desire. Sing along to your heart's song, for it knows what you truly want. Yeah, their heart's desire. This looks like their energy. They really want what you have. This is just speaking to the energy this person is in. Yeah, commitment. Commit to this next stage in your development and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. Even though this card is talking about, or at least appears to be talking about a relationship, this could really be a relationship to your creativity, a relationship with what you're doing and what's about to come from that. Something really good is going to come because you're very skilled at what you do. This is their heart's desire, but it's also not what they are able to do. This is why they've attached to your energy in this way. River of release. Drift along the river of release where waters carry away burdens going towards renewal. You are being encouraged to release this energy. You may not have even known it was there. You might have sensed a mild blockage or like almost like a gatekeeping energy with what you're trying to do, especially if you've got like, you know, something going on a social media platform or whatever. And you can't seem to break through a certain number of views or things like that. You might have noticed that. And that's not to say this is a social media situation. It could be at a job. You might notice that no matter how hard you work or what connections you make or how skilled you are, you just never seem to be able to bust through that wall to get a promotion or to get recognized. There could be something going on here where this person or these people or this energy is trying to block you, or they are trying to behave as though these ideas are theirs. Shield of resilience. Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. Yeah, there it is right there. You're being encouraged to use a shield of resilience. So shielding yourself from energy might mean that you need to be aware that something is happening and then doing the cleaning and clearing work, okay? And then continue working at what you do best. Don't worry about, what others are trying to do to limit or stop something. Keep working at it. And it doesn't mean that you're working at it with the goal of, I'm going to show this person. No, work at it in the same loving energy that you always have that made you super talented. You're just being encouraged to keep going. Be resilient. The resilience card came up in the reading last night. It's interesting. It's popping up here again. Cutting edge. Slice through obstacles and carve a path towards your dream. Yeah. You're being encouraged to continue slicing through those obstacles. How we do that? We use awareness. We take the needed steps to detach any energy or to clear out any energy that should not be in our field, and then we keep going. Clear mind. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. Yeah, that's big truth. You're being encouraged here that you didn't do anything wrong. You're literally kind of being targeted here. That's okay. We run into some weird energies in this life where people, it's not okay what they're doing, but meaning we don't have any control over it. And it might be happening more times than you're even aware. If you are a talented person that has gifts and abilities, you will run into this energy again. This is not what we gauge what we can or can't do off of. You have to just clear your mind, clear your energy, and keep moving. And if you have doubts and things coming up associated with maybe a gatekeeping energy, maybe you keep running into confirmation, maybe you keep running into energetic walls, and so you're starting to think, maybe something is wrong with me. Maybe I'm not doing something right. You're being encouraged here to release those doubts and to keep moving forward because you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. There's just an energy around you that shouldn't be attached. This one is embrace the unknown. It says, venture into the mystery with an open heart, welcoming the lessons hidden in uncertainty. So this might be different for you, having to move through an energy like this. And you may not know what's on the other side of all the work that you're doing, but continue with that work. Clear your mind, clear your energy, keep moving on your path towards your dream, and embrace the unknown. Nothing you need to worry about there. You just need to stay focused on the work. And I love how Spirit's always leading us back to things that we can do. Yeah, getting advice. I was just about to talk about things that we can do to help ourselves, even when there's outside energies. Seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from the wisdom offered by others. Look at that. So there might be somebody getting ready to enter your space, your energy, whatever, that is helpful. There might be somebody there right now that you're just not aware of, that has also been watching you and sees that you are skilled at what you do. You're being encouraged to look for individuals in energies that feel supportive of what you're doing, and be cautious about sharing information with energies and individuals that do not feel supportive. And you know what I mean. The comments, the facial expressions, the body language, just the general energy someone gives off that lets you know they're really disinterested in being supportive or disinterested in what you're doing. You are being encouraged to, release, looking for validation and support from those types of energies and shift to energies that are actually open to being supportive. So there might be somebody here that you can gain some advice from. Yeah, divinely guided. Trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. So definitely, if you're a spiritual person, tap into your spirit team, your guides. I don't know, whatever way, meditation, whatever ways that you tap in, sitting in nature, planting, gardening, growing, going for walks, taking your shoes off, standing outside, working with your crystals, taking crystal baths, working with oracle cards, whatever it is that is your connection, you're being encouraged to tap into that. Even if there isn't another human being around in the moment to assist, you always have areas that you can tap into to assist you with feeling more supported. And it might be more of a divinely guided energy as opposed to a person, but that's okay. Guidance and support comes in many different forms, and just stepping into an energy of acceptance with that. And that seems to really, I think it's a good place to, you know, stop with these cards here, just to give you an idea of like what's going on with the energy and what you can do about it. I think that's a great start. Let's go into the, well, okay, let's do Woodland Wardens. We're gonna slide this energy over here. Okay, just so that way we can make some room for the Woodland Wardens. Let's see what advice we get here in regards to what we can do to help ourselves if we are coming up against a jugging energy. It's not funny, but I mean, the whole jugging thing is so ridiculous. We need to know what we can do to help ourselves. That's really where we're at. Let's put Woodland Wardens over here. Okay. Let's keep this bus rolling here and see what's going on. What messages we can get through the Woodland Wardens. I love getting in these like earlier messages, like morning / early afternoon. It's great. The lighting's better. Until I get my lighting here fixed up. I think I know what I need to do for the evening readings, because those get a little dark. And I don't like using the artificial overhead light because it's like, it's too much. I like kind of more of a, I don't know, kind of like a soft romantic lighting is nice for the readings. It's better energy. Okay, Spirit. First, let's just get some energy on the bottom. Yeah, strength. Elk and Ash. This came up before too with this deck. It wasn't about this topic, but this is coming up a lot. You're really being encouraged to draw towards your strengths. Once again, this is not associated with what others are doing around you, but really remembering what your strengths are and drawing towards your strengths. This is also a reminder that you have them. This is why somebody would be trying to mimic or copy you in the first place, is because you have strengths. So please do keep that in mind. Yeah, the sheep and the blackberry. Devotion. You're a person that's very devoted to what you're doing. Whatever this creative endeavor is, whatever this thing is that you're doing, whether it's work related or whether it's utilizing your creativity, something really strong in here about your creativity and how it assists you, whether it's work or whether it's a creative endeavor, doesn't matter. You're very devoted to it and others can see that. They admire that about you. What else do we have for the collective spirit? Ooh, well, there we go. Yeah, the goat and the willow. Now, overcoming obstacles came out twice. Came out in the previous deck, and here it is again. The goat and the willow. So this is one of my favorite images because it appears as though he's stuck in the bramble, but he's actually jumping out of it. He almost looks like he's dancing and playing in it. Like, oh, this is the challenge? This is all you got? You know, so he's just kind of jumping out that joyfully. That's you. That's you overcoming obstacles. So even though this might have been an obstacle for you in the past, because of where you are upgrading to in your spiritual journey, this is not something that's going to keep you stuck any longer. Like literally, every time I pull some cards on this type of energy, the world, like it's over. In game. Because we talked about vibrational levels. When your vibration gets to a point where it is so far surpassed the negative energy that's being thrown at you, that negative energy can't even keep up. It's like being in a race with a professional runner and this is your first marathon. You can't keep up with that person. You can't even throw anything at them. They're gone. That's you. Overcoming obstacles. What else, Spirit? Anything else here, Spirit? Can we get a card for the guidebook, or should we use one of the three? Oh, here's the card. Ask and you shall have. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the snail and the huckleberry. Oh, wow. I haven't seen this one yet, guys. This is beautiful. I love the Woodland Wardens. They're so precious. I love the artwork. And then it's our animal friends, so that's always fun. But this one is trust in the invisible. Did I not just get done talking about your inner strength, devotion, and overcoming obstacles? How all that's associated with trusting in the invisible. So we spoke about your spiritual or divine connection here that is going to carry you through regardless of what obstacles are being thrown in your path. Trust in the invisible. Let's go on ahead. This is beautiful energy. I'm going to just like, where should we put this? We're going to put him right here. Yeah, let's look at him. He's awesome. Let's go on ahead and read up on that one. The snail and the huckleberry. Let's see. Overcoming obstacles. Is this it? No, that's the other one. That's interesting. Okay, guys, let me see if I can locate it. This book is set up a little different, and I'm new to it. I am still learning how to locate things with our lovely Woodland Wardens. There we go. So trust in the invisible. It says, the determined and deliberate snail carries its home on its back. While it may seem like a simple, humble creature, the spiral of its shell portends great mystery, representing the cycle of life. Like the snail, the huckleberry is sometimes associated with smallness and insignificance. A huckleberry, in the late 19th century slang, was a person of little consequence. However, it is a powerful fruit that grows plentifully, offering life-sustaining nutrients to both humans and woodland creatures. Together, the snail and the huckleberry invite an appreciation for what is beneath the surface and trust in what cannot be seen. Upright. Now is a good time to follow your bliss, trusting in invisible supports. With great risk comes great reward. So the statement here is, or questions, when have I benefited from trusting in subtle clues? How can I look beyond appearances toward deeper meaning? This is interesting, though, these questions, because this card right here, guys, this came out right at the beginning. Hidden keys. Do you remember this one? It was talking about putting together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture. There's something in this energy that you're supposed to grow from. We talked about, you know, people sending energy at you, and that the ultimate goal here isn't to just keep being protected or dipping and dodging from the energy. It's to actually grow beyond it to where they can't send it anymore. Like it ends, it's the world, it wraps it up. There's something about this and these questions here. Understanding the subtle clues, putting the pieces together, and how can I look beyond appearances towards a deeper meaning? There might be something here in the energy about whoever this is that is doing this jugging basically, or this trying to basically steal or utilize something or a concept of yours as it is their own, or like it's their own. This might be a person that you would not suspect. If you know this person or know of them, you probably wouldn't suspect that they would do something like this. Because I'm looking at subtle clues and also looking beyond appearances. So, and this is not to make anybody like paranoid about everyone around them. Please, if this information feels like news to you, is shocking or whatever, it's probably not your reading. This message is going to resonate with certain people who already were aware, like they know this is happening, and this is confirmation. And by they know, I mean like there's some kind of intuitive hit they've been having that something's off. They may not know this exact situation is happening, but they know something is going on, and they're going to be like, ah, when they hear this reading. So you're being encouraged not to just like somebody's very flattering and is constantly asking you questions about how you do things, or they're love bombing and asking you a lot of questions about how you do things. You know, be mindful of looking beyond surface appearances and looking at the deeper meaning of like why a person is asking so many questions. It doesn't mean like, once again, be paranoid because somebody asked you just like a real question about what you're doing so they can understand because that's part of their job, or, you know, a friend that you sit down with and talk with regularly. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people you really don't know. And every time they approach you, it's on some flattery or them talking about what you're doing and how you do it and how amazing or incredible that is and how do you do that. And you don't really know them. That's what I'm talking about. It's a different energy here. But also remembering that even the most insignificant looking situation, so maybe you don't view what you do as something magnificent because you've been doing it for years. It's just part of who you are. And it's not like a big deal to you that you do these things. Remember, to someone else, that's huge. You know, you're carrying your gifts around with you on your back, so to speak. And then you have the huckleberry, which looks like an insignificant berry, but really it's very nutritious and it nourishes a large variety of beings that eat that plant or eat from that plant. So what could seem like small and insignificant to you, to someone else is huge, and it's a big deal. So also there needs to be some shifting in perspective here about how you're viewing yourself. Others may view you quite differently. And so it is possible that something like this could happen because they're looking at what you do as like something that they would never be able to do. Something in the energy on that, very interesting. But either way, definitely relying on your invisible supports right now. If you don't have other individuals around you that you can talk with certain, you know, talk about certain things with them, you know, or it's not really appropriate, or a person is not really supportive in that way, you are being encouraged to really tap into your gifts, your creativity, spend time in nature, you know, find other ways to feel that energetic support and connection right now if you don't have like an appropriate person to do that with. And just knowing that you're never alone, especially, I'm picking up whoever this message is for is more than likely a spiritual person. And by that I mean you're a person that's connected to your higher self, intuitively connected. You know, you might have a spirit team or guides that assist and support you. Really connecting in with that energy at this time can be helpful. Wow, so that's the Woodland Wardens. I think I want to just go into the Buddha wisdom so we can like pull something from here for you guys. Okay guys, I don't know what happened. The video just shut itself off. So I was just reading the write-up on number 39. So I'm going to read this again. Basically what I was saying before the camera shut off is that the book was talking about the different manifestations of this person all the way around him from different lifetimes. And in all of the lifetimes, This person was in an energy of helping others every single lifetime. So there might be a connection here with you guys in relation to manifestation, like incarnation, coming here in a position of helping others. And that might be why that energy is so strong with you. So the book is basically going into describing who these different manifestations are. So I'm going to read this again because the camera shut off. But it says, Padmasambhava is an archetype embodiment of all the accumulated knowledge, wisdom, love, and power of the Buddhist tradition. That's pretty huge. But he was a human being. Born in India in the 8th century, he brought Buddhism to Tibet, traveling there by foot, and built the first Buddhist monastery there at Samye. So he was very physically active in spreading the information associated with what he was here to do and getting active about it, which is exactly what you guys are being encouraged to do, to stick with that energy. It says he is the founder of Nyingma School of Buddhism and is lovingly called Guru Rinpoche, revered teacher. He is represented here in the various energetic states he takes on as a teacher in his first and future lives. He transforms his approach to each situation in order to best teach in whatever way is needed for different students in different times. So this says something about your energy too, that you're very fluid, and that depending on the situation that you need to, I guess, offer whatever gifts you have, you are transformative or can shift or change into what is needed to accommodate the energy or what others need. It says the central figure is a portrait of the monk king of Zehor. Below, he is represented as Guru Shakya Sindhi, wearing the 3 yellow monastic robes. These two are about the study of sutras, or religious writings. And I mentioned before that whoever this reading is resonating with, I'm picking up that they're a spiritual person. They're very tapped in intuitively to their gifts, and enjoy utilizing those with assisting others. It says at the top left is his manifestation as Chakrasa Mavara, in embrace with his female practice partner consort. In paintings, he is usually represented in that position, like this as Ora-gen Dorjorchang, another version of Bodhisattva in embrace. However, this Thanka's iconography was changed according to the commissioner's teachings instructions, a common practice to make a Thanka most relevant to a practitioner. Below him is Pima, Gyalpo, the Lotus King, portrayed as a cremation ground dweller. There are Buddhist practices done in cremation grounds because they are places where the line is thin between this world and the world of spirits, gods, and ghosts, many of whom are called upon for various reasons. Opposite is King Loden Chotsky, the wise seeker of excellence. At the bottom middle right is Monk Nyingma Otser, or Sunrays Guru, another cremation ground practitioner. Below the central figure and to the outer sides are the 2 wilder, wrathful manifestations. Guru Singhi, Dradak on the right, whose name means one who teaches with a lion's voice. So there's something here in the energy about you being a teacher and the way that you use your voice. And it may not be both of those things. It could be one or the other or both. But there's something really powerful. So it could be that you're a person who's creative, like you're a speaker, a teacher, you instruct others, you're an advocate for others, and you lead others with your voice. You're a vocalist or a performer. Is something here with the voice. It says this one is trampling on any forces harmful to the Dharma. So you're willing to step up and speak up and be an advocate when something is happening that isn't in alignment for yourself or for someone else. And to the left, Dorje Drolo, subduer of demons. He is flanked by 2 of his 5 consorts, the ones most revered for their contributions to Buddhism, Majik Labdrum and Mandarava on the left and right, respectively. So yes, the book basically just broke down Oh, that's okay. Basically broke down who all of these individuals are going all the way around. I have confirmation here because like first the camera shut off and then like the books are falling. So there's a lot in this energy about who you are and why it's so important that you keep going with what you're doing. Whether you recognize it or not, you are touching many lives. And you may not see the direct effect of this all the time, but you truly are touching lives. People speak with you, sit with you, engage with you, and they are changed because of it. So it makes sense that your light is drawing attention. That's not a bad thing. It's just learning how to manage that energy or how to move away from that energy if somebody is doing something inappropriate in the energy. So for you, based on the reading today, that's really going to be about connecting here with trusting in the invisible, or connecting, you know, with those spiritual aspects of yourself that have been supported for you for many years, whoever I'm talking to. You know, understanding who you are as a person and why you have certain energies drawn to you. And then really being mindful about who's in your space, you know, not just overlooking things, but being mindful about, you know, why somebody might be engaging with you in a certain way, or, you know, asking questions or whatever. Like, be mindful about it. Don't just overlook things as casual all the time. You know, maybe you might want to draw back on just giving so much information about yourself to strangers or people that you don't really vibe with energetically. Be mindful, because whoever this is a kind, compassionate person. If somebody asks a question, you're more than likely to give to them because that's your nature. But it doesn't mean that we should be like careless about our gifts and the things that are for us. We need to handle those in a very precious manner because they are precious. They're important. And then just remembering that, you know, even if a person is sending energy your way, the biggest thing you are being encouraged here is to clear your energy out, raise your vibration, and to keep moving, relying on your strength, your devotion to your gifts, understanding that that's going to lead you to overcoming obstacles. And that's really, honestly, the root of the reading today. I would say those would be the key areas that you all should focus on here with whatever is going on. So I'm going to close the reading out there, guys. I want to thank you so much for being with me and being in the space today. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't had a chance to do that. Definitely thank you for my returning subs and for new subs. And then I will be getting another video out here as well. Probably need to do something on, you know, what I spoke about earlier, like, you know, this energy of raising our vibration and how that's really how we're going to move past some of these like repeat offenders of sending certain energies at us that are not pleasant, are not high vibrational, you know, not looking for them to stop, but really taking action on raising our own vibration, so that we can help ourselves to move out of these energies and not have these energies anywhere near us in the future. So I might do a video on that to help out in that area. But I hope that you are having a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If this reading resonated for you, please like, share, subscribe. If it didn't, that's okay. I thank you for being here for the story, and feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Those are energetic forms of connection. I'm more likely to pick up on energies associated with your personal experience, and then it's more likely that a reading will come out associated with that. So have an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day you found this video, guys. I want to thank you for being with me. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen channel. Love and light, guys.